Why Illinois parents and communities need to wake up and say no, sir. What is S.I.R? S is for sexualized. I is for illiterate. R is for radicals. Illinois education is prepping kids to become sexualized, illiterate radicals. Start with S for sexualized. The Illinois State Board of Education endorses specific sexual health education concepts. These K-12 lessons are available at isb.net. The National Sex Ed standards were signed into law in August of 2021, and school boards vote on whether to adopt this curricula. The National Sex Ed standards were drafted by activists. They include Advocates for Youth, Answer, and SECUS. The following lessons are kindergarten through second grade. In this kindergarten lesson, 5-year-olds are instructed to use Post-it notes labeled penis, anus, and nipples for a class lesson. Understanding our bodies, the basics. This targets kindergarten in lesson 2. The lesson is shown. It states, quote, "This lesson does, however, acknowledge that there are some body parts that mostly just girls have and some parts that mostly just boys have. Being a boy or a girl doesn't have to mean that you have those parts, but for most people, this is how their bodies are." This is the beginning of gender ideology discussions with children as young as 5. In this first grade lesson, 6-year-olds are to discuss gender expectations, with My Princess Boy as the book discussion. This lesson, titled Gender Roles, targets first grade. My Princess Boy by Cheryl Kilo Davis. A mom's story about a young boy who loves to dress up. The learning objectives involve gender discussion. An excerpt of the book, My Princess Boy, is shown. For this second grade lesson, 7-year-olds are instructed to use Post-it notes labeled clitoris, anus, and nipples for a class lesson. Understanding our bodies targets grade 2. The teacher resources include the following. 7-year-olds are to read the name of the body part out loud and place the label on the diagram of the body. The lesson is shown. Parents across the country agree that comprehensive sexual education is desensitizing children to the concept of their bodies and overstepping the parental rights boundaries. Comprehensive sexual education is in the following schools. Chicago Public Schools with 340,658 students. Palatine High School District with 11,968 students. Evanston District 65 with 7,254 students. It's important for you as parents to know your rights. Visit awakeil.com/optout for all the information available to protect your child from sexual health lessons and discussions. Be sure to vote local. School board elections are April 4th, 2023. Make a plan to vote, whether by mail, early, or in person. School boards make the decision on whether to adopt comprehensive sexual education. Together we will say, no, sir. Stay tuned for more on this series with continued modules at awakeil.com.